mistaken. Shake it off, shake it off. You're dying in the end. It's in your head. All those voices mistaken. Shake it off, shake it off. Shake it off. All those voices in your head, shake it off. All those negative thoughts, man, yo, that just smells so good. This girl gave me some of her lotion. I swear, girls got the best smell in everything. I used to take my ex. I used to, I used to use my ex body wash. I used to use her hair stuff. Like girls got all the good smelling shit. Like the bath stuff smell good. Men, Old Spice, the stuff that shreds your freaking armpits and dries your skin up. Man, Irish Spring. I was gonna compare Irish Spring and Old Spice. They both the worst. Oh my God. And they have the worst deodorant brand, the worst body wash brand for men. They get the most airtime. Like you used to see Axe commercials all over the place, right? But I feel like Axe and all them other brands, they own the brands that don't get advertised because brands like Tom's, um, Degree, and Gillette, all those brands, they don't really get advertised. Like they get advertised on the sports channels sometimes when they have a new scent coming out, but all the original scents and all the old, even some of the new scents that they have, if it's not like a new crossover popular scent that they're coming out with, they're not advertising it. And people still buy it more than they do the Axe. They buy it more than they do the Old Spice. They buy it more than they do the Irish Spring, right? But I feel like Irish Spring and Old Spice, they get all the advertisements because they're the cheapest. So they want the people in the hood that can't afford the expensive $12 deodorant. They want them to get the $2 deodorants because the more people, like let's say one person buys a $12 Tom's deodorant and then five people buy the $2 off brand deodorant, they're getting more money off the off brand than the one person that's buying the Tom's because Tom's is gonna last you about a month, right? So that's $12 a month, right? That's and the Irish Spring and all that other stuff. It's liquid, like the dissolving the main ingredient is a lot of liquid, right? So that's gonna waste within like 2 to 3 weeks. So you're buying 2 to 3 deodorants of the cheap brand a month, and you're buying one deodorant of the expensive brand per month. So they're making more money off of the cheap brand. That's why it's so much commercials for the cheap shit because they want you to buy it out since it costs them less to make and it costs you less to buy. It's gonna be a quicker turnaround rate. It's like fast food. When you go work in a fast food place, you work there 2 months, you see a whole nother crew come in, you work there a whole year. You might be the fucking veteran employee in a fast food place within 1 year of working there, and everybody else is just seasonal. They come in and out, they in and out, they in and out because they make more money firing and making you stressed out so you could leave or no call, no show. They make more money off of that because if you get past the 3 months, right, and you beat the probationary period, they now have to do paperwork and write you up and do this and that before they fire you because you're solidified into the system. But people don't, you know, it's not that people don't get it, it's we're not talking about it. So the things that we don't talk about is out of sight, out of mind, right? The things that we don't see is out of sight, out of mind. That's why we say in Trinidad, never see come see you. You see something you never see before, you want to run and go see it. Monkey see, monkey do. You see somebody do something, you want to go do it too. I'm only talking from experience. My father used to tell me this shit because I used to do this shit. So I'm not telling you something that I'm not talking about somebody else. I get on here, I talk about me. All those voices in your head, shake it off. Shake it off. All those negative thoughts and negative energy, negative things, shake it off. Listen to the song though. I trade you. Shake it off. Oh no, is it falling down? Yeah, falling down. That's my shit. Yo, I don't know about y'all, but I love heavy metal. I love glam rock. I love rock and roll, period. Like I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star nigga. Like when Party Like a Rock Star came out, all the little black boys and girls felt happy because, you know, the alt black boys and girls felt kind of off listening to rock music when there's nobody there making rock that looks like you. But then these rap boys come out and they start talking about Party Like a Rock Star. So it made you feel like, okay, so it's cool that I like rock music because this rap group just came out, Party Like a Rock Star. They got their face painted like Kiss. They got the little the devil horns, right? But in Texas we say these are long horns. We don't associate the horns with the devil, right? So it's like it's cool to like rock music, right? Instead of just listening to it on the low and not really telling anybody what you're listening to. You see those videos where it's like you and the guys in the car and they listening to Taylor Swift and singing the song word for word. Like we like that type of stuff. Like men, like real men aren't so gung ho and anal about being men that we don't listen to female music, right? Like men love female rappers. Like we love female rappers. We love female singers. Like my favorite female singer is Ellie Goulding, right? Another one of my favorite female singers is Lord. Another one is Adele. Another one is Lana Del Rey. Like all these female singers, they sing like depression music, right? Like how Rod Wave got pain music, and now you got Lil TJ in the Caribbean. He's singing pain music, so he's our version of Rod Wave for the reggae and the dancehall music. Because man, like his songs hit you, and you can relate to it, right? And I love bigging up artists. I love bigging up my fellow artists, especially my fellow Caribbean artists, because for a long time, everybody like associated the Caribbean with Jamaica. If you ask somebody, if you told somebody what island you from in the Caribbean, they'd be like, "Oh, where is that?" You know where Jamaica is? Yeah. You know where Jamaica is? Yeah. You know the Barbados? Yeah. Like nobody knows Trinidad. Nobody knows Saint Kitts. Nobody knows Saint Vincent. Barely anybody knows Barbados. People know Barbados because of the Bajans, right? And people used to associate Bayesian with Asian and black and Asian, right? But then they had to do the little separation with the Blasian and the Bayesian because I definitely got confused because I didn't know that Bayesian, they were talking about Asians. I always thought Bayesian was somebody from Barbados. A Vinci is somebody from St. Vincent. A Trini is somebody from Trinidad. A Yard boy or a Yard gal is somebody from Jamaica. But now I've associated the Yard with the whole Caribbean because I feel like every Caribbean island is one Caribbean continent or one Caribbean country, right? You could associate every single Caribbean island as the Caribbean, right? So you could look at Trinidad, Jamaica, all the Lesser and Greater Antilles. I'm talking about from Haiti to DR, all the way down to Trinidad to whatchamacallit, Venezuela, right? That's all the Caribbean. Like how you say the United States. So the Caribbean is a united nations of islands. It's not it's not no island is separate from each other. So when we on social media with all this negative shit, like talking about the food, oh this island's food is better than this island's food. Okay, I understand, we're gonna get into our little family squabbles, right? Your auntie cooks the stew chicken better than somebody else's auntie cooked the stew chicken and the curry chicken, and everybody wants to have the best food, right? The whole Caribbean have the best food, right? The Caribbean have the best food outside of America. I'm talking about my brothers and sisters in America and Africa. I feel like Africa, America, and the Caribbean, that's like the trident of the food industry. Anywhere in the world, you'll find hints of African food, Caribbean food, and American food. And American food, fast food in America, like soul food, like 30% of it came from Scotland. Because the fried chicken, they used to fry chicken in Scotland. Before we was taken over and before Christopher Columbus, we was eating like elite meals and fine dining and all that type of stuff. We wasn't eating scraps and all that stuff until we became prisoners of war. When we became prisoners of war, they took all our chefs, they took all our cleaners, they took all our housemaids, they took everything. What do you think happens when somebody takes over your fucking land? They don't keep the king in power and say, "Hey, you gonna work for us." No, they kicked that nigga out. They cut his head off. They put somebody else in there. They put a prime minister or a president to run the country that king or queen was running. That's why you only have one queen and one king, and they only sitting in England. And then you have a couple other kings and queens in Africa, but those are the countries that didn't get taken over by colonization. Those are the people that they didn't see trinkets and money and all this other shit after we fell in consciousness. They didn't see none of that stuff as what they should be going after, right? They saw the land and they probably had their memory intact. So when the world went through the void and fell into darkness for 3 days, a lot of people lost their memory. A lot of people lost their intelligence, but a lot of people didn't. And the people that didn't lose their intelligence and the people that didn't lose their memory, those are the ones that you see ruling the world and ruling the economy and ruling everything now today. The Martians purposefully built a synthetic Merkaba on the planet, which is a mock of the temples and the pyramids. They did it purposely to take us over. They forgot how to do the project in the experiment because they haven't done it in a long time. It's been a while since they've been on Mars. So while they're here and they're learning our ways and they're learning how to be one with the land and one with the this and one with the that, their Luciferian experiment couldn't work because their mind was getting back into consciousness. So you can't do something unconscious while you're conscious, right? Like if you have a heart, you can't pull a gun and take someone's life because you feel that person's energy. You feel the wrong that you're doing to that person, right? So when they did it here on this planet, they flipped the switch, caused the San Andreas fault in California, and all them evil entities started coming out on from the lower levels, from the lower realms. In the physical world, it looks like a fault line. In the physical world, it looks like a hole in the ground. But in the spiritual world, that is a tear in the three-dimensional world. This realm is the three-dimensional realm. The ozone is a tear in the four-dimensional realm because you're going up, right? That's why they always want to go up. They want to get out of here. They want to go to the higher realms. Lower realms, they digging in the ground and all that different type of stuff. Physically, it looks to you like they're digging in the ground. Spiritually, they're going into the lower realms. This has every this ties in, and everything that I'm saying comes full circle. Granted, I'm on my coffee. I got some Colombian roast today, so it give me a little bit extra energy, and I'm feeling good. I don't know what happened. I got up today. I got up on the right side of the bed. I got up on the right side of the bed. I got up on the right side of my head. I'm standing on the right side of the ledge, and I ain't jumping on it. Nigga, we flying. All those voices in your head, Shake it off. Shake it off. All those negative energies and negative entities and lower realms and all that, all the shit that has nothing to do with you, man. Hit it with a shimmy shake. Shake it off. Shake it off. And I already got my workout done. I got up on the right side of the bed. I got up on the right side of my head. I'm standing on the right side of the ledge. Got my coffee. Got my workout done. I hope y'all did the same. Whatever negative energy, whatever negative thoughts, shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off, baby. Shake it off. It'll feel better when you do this, it feels good. The first thing you should do when you get up out of bed is shake that shit off. Shake that shit off. What I like to do when I get up, honestly, I like to think about what the hell happened in the dream world, right? What I just dreamt about, what I just thought about. Because sometimes you get up and your dreams, it can feel like some thoughts or some things that actually happened the day before, right? Like you'll be outside playing and then you have a dream, you outside playing. And then you get up thinking that it was a dream whole time you remembering you was outside playing. And sometimes you ain't going you might not be outside playing. And then you have a dream you outside playing because you wanted to go outside and play, but you didn't do it. You held yourself back. You didn't shake off all that negative energy and all them shackles and chains, right? Take these shackles off so I can dance. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. I wanna praise you. Hey, I appreciate y'all though. I might get back on here later. Supposed to get some rain. I thought I'd come out here get on live before the rain come, but it seems like the sun it ain't letting no rain fall. No more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no more rain. No drama, no more drama in my life. No more drama. Mm-mm-mm. You know that song? My Mary J. Blige says that. No more pain, no more pain, no more pain, no more pain, no more pain. No drama, no more drama in your life. No more drama gonna come again. Shake it off, baby. Shake it off. Uh, 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 shake it off, baby. Shake it off. Uh, uh. Shake that shit off. Shake all that negativity off. It ain't welcome in the new earth. In the new earth, baby. The new world order. And for anybody that's thinking that this is just gonna be a rush into the new earth and new world order, you gotta be a little bit conservative, right? Somebody said a tree doesn't announce its growth, but you know that motherfucker's growing. The new earth ain't gotta announce its arrival. We announcing that shit. I'm announcing that shit. And then everybody else announcing that shit. And then everybody else and when the people know and finally get the realization that, okay, we in a new earth officially because it's a majority of people talking about it and it's a minority of people that's still doing the same old shit. So it's gotta be something going on. And you gotta decide which side are you on, right? Pick them sides, choose them wisely. But I promise you, if you on the light side of this war, all the shit that look like it's never gonna change, all of a sudden it's gonna change. All of the people that you think never gonna fall off, all of a sudden they're gonna fall off. All of the things that you thought never gonna come true for you, all of a sudden they're coming true for you. All of the things that you thought weren't gonna happen, all of a sudden, like a domino, stuff just start falling. It start falling in your lap like this, and you gotta oh hold up. All your gifts, all your presents, right? You might have to set up a table and go put all your gifts and all your presents on the table because while you trying to unwrap one, another one coming in. You trying to unwrap this gift, another gift coming in. You ain't gonna have enough time to open up them gifts. You might open up one of the gifts that you've been wishing for 20 years, and 15 more gifts coming in, and you still opening up that 20-year-old gift. It's gonna feel like Christmas never ends. Joy to the world. We're gonna be the most free. That's the objective, to be the most free. That's why you got to shake off all that negative energy. That's why you got to boop, 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 all them negative entities. You got to hit them with them pieces combo. Two can dine, knock down two at a time. You want to get the family meal? Shit. You want two regular sides or you want two large sides? I'm gonna charge you extra for fries. But you always got to all that negative energy and then hit them with the taunt, the shimmy shake. Shake it off. Shake it off. Man, this stuff smells so good. I'm telling you, fellas, steal your girlfriend's shit. She got the stuff that smell good. She got the stuff that smell good. You ain't gonna be thinking about chasing after no female because you're gonna smell yourself and you're gonna be like, damn, I smell so good. You ain't gonna have to sniff under no bitch's ass because you're gonna be smelling good. Oh shit. Fellas, take your girl's lotion, take her body wash, take her shampoo. You're gonna be happy you did. Use that shit. All the boys that you got sisters, go and use her shampoo. I used to use my sister and them stuff. I used to ask them to use their stuff, and then they would let me use some of it, and then when it runs out, they will blame me for using all of it so they could get some new stuff. And I'm like, anytime that I use your stuff, I ask you for it. I don't take nothing from nobody. I don't steal nothing from nobody, right? So if I'm using your stuff, I'll ask you for it, and then it run out. When you're using it, it runs out. All of a sudden, I'm to blame because I asked you for a little bit. Huh? I'm to blame because you used all your stuff. But I get it though. I should have never asked. That's why I don't ask people for stuff. Because when you ask somebody for stuff, and then I seen something that says never use the last of anything that you didn't buy. I'm gonna teach y'all a lesson real quick. Never use the last of anything you didn't buy, and stop asking people for stuff. If you can't go and get it yourself, you don't need it. If you can't pay for it twice, you can't afford it. Anybody offer you anything, say no thank you. Anybody offer you food, you got food at home. If you think somebody is not judging you because of they're asking you, they're judging you because they're asking you. Sometimes people ask you so they can see if you have home training. Sometimes people ask you so they can see if they have the authority that you're going to give them with that yes, right? They might ask you if you want some food and you might say yes, but that question, it got A, B, and C of all the other things and all the other agendas that they want to, run on you, all the other games that they want to run on you. So somebody offering you something is not necessarily like if I offer you this cup of coffee, it might not be the cup of coffee I'm offering you. Because if you take the cup of coffee from me in spirit, you'll take something spiritual from me as well. So if you accept that, it's like an invitation, right? It's like an agreement. You make an agreement, you shake somebody's hand, say what's up. That handshake, you thinking that handshake means what's up, but that handshake means yes to anything that they have um in their mind that they want to run through you, that they want to alchemize through you, that they want to filter through you, that they want to wash through you. Like people, when I made that video saying everybody needs the alchemist, money laundering isn't just about laundering money. You could launder energy as well. You could have somebody launder their dirty energy through you, right? Like I call you crying about some shit that I'm always calling you crying about, right? And every time I call you crying, you you dry my tears and you give me solutions, you give me answers to all the shit that I'm calling you crying about, right? I'm washing my negative energy through you. I'm washing my dirty laundry through you. I'm alchemizing my negative energy through you. So I'm basically money laundering my energy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you got to shake it off. Say bread and butter. We always say bread and butter when we split the pole. But you can say bread and butter when there's some spiritual shit going on too. That cancels out some shit. Say bread and motherfucking butter. Anybody, if you feel something wrong, or you feel like somebody working on you, or you feel like you crossed, say bread and butter. Make an agreement with your angels or your protectors. Whenever you say this or whenever you do that, that's like a signal or that's a symbol or that's yeah, like a signal that shows you washing off all this shit. You wash your hands clean of all that negativity. You wash your hands clean of anything that anybody that shook your hand and want to um money launder their negative energy through you. You can say bread and butter. You can just shake that shit off. And your spirit, your team, they'll know what you mean. It ain't gotta be, you don't have to take no spiritual bath. Your intentions have to be pure. If your intentions are pure, you ain't gotta do none of that shit. You don't gotta do none of that physical shit for a spiritual body. All these people that telling you, oh, order this from me, order that from me. Granted, I'm not knocking their hustle, right? I'm a number one Jay-Z fan. You can't knock the hustle, right? But you can't knock the motherfucker that's teaching the truth. I'm not gonna knock your hustle, but don't tell me I can't tell people you're lying. I ain't gonna name names, but don't. I'm not stopping your money, but don't try to stop me from telling the truth, because I'll die for this shit. You ain't gonna die for the lies you telling. That's why you don't equate. You don't match up to good. You don't match up to me. I ain't gonna sell you no lies. But see, I'm not thinking about fattening my pockets. I'm thinking about fattening my morale. I'm thinking about fattening my army's morale. My army can't eat money, and shit's so expensive. They about to stop charging you money for it because they shit's so expensive. They about to stop charging you money for it because money don't even mean shit no more. so many broke people with money. It make you wonder. I'm not saying I don't want money. I always been saying money is a tool, right? And I intend to use that tool to build what I got to build, to get what I got to get, and to build my military, to build my army. I'm a lieutenant. I don't know what they call themselves. I don't know what they see themselves as. They don't have nobody that's gonna go out there and crash out for them. That's what I want. I want loyalty. People that's so loyal, they don't mind crashing out for you. People that's so loyal, they don't mind. They don't mind standing up for you because they know that you're the truth. They know that you're not a liar. They know that you're not leading with fear. The people that's leading with fear, they got the people that won't stand up for them. They got the people that won't take a fall for them because it doesn't benefit them. If it's not benefiting that other person, they ain't gonna do it. That's not loyalty. That's opportunity. And I'm not an opportunist. I let so many opportunities pass by because not every opportunity is the one for you. But there's always gonna be opportunities. But yeah, I appreciate y'all tapping in. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate the love on the music. Keep streaming the music, right? We going up. I hope to see y'all at my shows. I hope to keep seeing y'all streaming my music. I want y'all to know that y'all are beautiful. You deserve every single thing that life has. Let me say it like this. You've already experienced the worst that life has to offer. So what's the best that can happen? What's the best that can happen? Instead of saying, what would Jesus do? Say, what would you do? What would I do? What would my higher self do? What would I do? Ask yourself that. Don't say, what would Jesus do? That's an outside entity. What would you do? Let's put your name to the test. What would you do? Any situation, negative, positive, good, bad. What would you do? Add it in the comments. What would you do? I love y'all.